What's up, back with another one. So Wack is breaking down Blueface's record deal. Check it out.
In the block.
Already run Akademiks saying Blueface is getting hustled by Wack.
Oh, yeah, we got to put that up.
Yeah,
I called that nigga. That nigga act like he didn't know what I was talking about. They're talking to me about finesse 2 times contract. I said, that nigga got 5 in this contract. What are you talking about?
It's a conflict of interest. You know, I'm not going to get in their business, but I always knew Blueface was pretty stupid. I'm going to tell you why. Blueface is signed to Wack100 and managed by Wack100. Let me tell you how this works. So if you're the manager of the guy to a label, they take at least half already. Then you're getting managed by the guy who owns the label. So of your 50% that you're getting, or less than 50%, he's still taking at least 20% of that too. It's double dipping. You get what I'm saying? So you never sign, you never get managed, or you don't have a management company owned by the people that also sign you. You get what I'm saying? So you never sign. Right? You never get managed.
So let's stop it right there. So this is when I called the crazy today, I said, yo, where did you get this from? He said, well, finesse 2 times has JPE, which is J Prince's dad, the father, Mob Ties, Moneybag Yo, then Atlantic. I said, that's 4 people ahead of him, right? Right. I said, okay. He said, but he got 20%. I said, nah, he got 20% of 50%, which is 10%, right? Right. I said, okay. I said, so what did he say he got? He said he ended up with like $30,000, $40,000. That's what they gave him out the budget, right? I said, okay. I said, all right, so this is how it works for me. For one, ain't no 4 or 5 people in there. If Blueface get an advancement of $500,000, he get $500,000. You don't take 20% of the $500,000? Absolutely not. You get $500,000. Now let's just say the budget's $1 million. He said, well, Wack, where you make your money at? I said, I'm gonna tell you. The other $500,000 is for what? He got quiet. I said, what's the other $500,000 for? It's $1 million on the table. I done gave the artist $500,000. Since you say 50%, let's call it 50%. What's the other $500,000 for? He said, well, the album got to get done. Producers, studio time, features, mix, mastering, videos, all that. Right. So, okay. So how much you think that costs? He said more than $500,000. I said, exactly. Now, because I'm Wack, right, I may get all that done for $400,000 because the producers didn't charge me. The video that cost $50, they charged me $25. Right. I said, so let me ask you something. If you just said all that costs over $500,000, that would mean if I gave him $500,000 and it cost $600,000, I'm $100,000 in the hole, right? Right. Which ultimately puts him in the hole because we got to recoup everything before the other money come in, right? Right. But if Wack could get it done for another $400,000, you got a problem with me making money on the label side because my name and my relationship save money? He said, no. He said, but Blueface got the $500,000, right? Yeah, but you didn't take no money. No, I gave him his $500,000. He said, wouldn't your management kick in? I said, well, once the album's done and everything's out, and I go set tours up and do deals over here and deals over there and boxing deals over here and this over there, then my management money kicks in.
Let me just jump in real quick. Wack breaking this down shows a level of transparency you don't usually see in the game. Blueface actually gets his money up front, and this setup protects him, while most artists are stuck constantly recouping.
He said, and you take half of that? I said, no. The max is 20%. It's illegal to do anything over 20%. He said, no way you giving him all that. I said, all my artists get the same deal. That's why they don't go nowhere. Now, the rest of them, they f*** up because they got 5 hands in the pot. So finesse 40,000 takes him 12 deals to get what Blueface might get in one. And you got management that's finna go over here and make it happen that shouldn't. Cardi B features and God knows lyrical lemonade videos and these features and that shit, and you in Europe on your first run out, which doesn't happen. You got artists been around there 10, 15 years, they've been on a European run. And all kind of other. We ain't gonna talk about when a nigga sleep and his phone go off at 8 o'clock at night. What's up? Blueface in jail for attempted murder in Vegas. And he on the freeway and calling attorneys and making it on planes to be at the courthouse 7 o'clock in the morning and going to book houses and so they can give you a bill and give you an ankle. I said, it's a whole lot come with it, because a lot of times when you and your management in that building, they ain't going to the streets. Oh, when we talking about streets, let's talk about what comes with that. What the bill should look like for when all that's going on. Well, that's a cost that's zeroed out. That just comes with it. He said, Wack, I'm sorry I mentioned your name. I thought he had the same contract as Finesse. I said, no. That's why you don't do that kind of. Now, Finesse could get out his contract. He just don't know what to do. Why won't you do it? I said, because he a snake. 90% of the artists in this game is a snake. This is why I understand why they do Finesse the way they did it. They know as soon as he get a name, as soon as he gets some popularity, he gonna turn on him. So what they do, they whoop him out the gate. So when he turn on him, like he do, I want out the contract. Y'all, they feel good about it. I get it. I tell every week, Wack, man, nah, use a snake. I see it in you. You just called me talking crazy about the very same thing that put you in position for you to talk to me. You a snake. So I see what you was doing, Akademiks. Bad example. Blueface ain't got 5 on the contract, bro.
Wack is basically breaking down why he believes Blueface is not being hustled at all, and why the narrative around his management and label situation is wrong, saying Blueface does not have a bunch of people taking money from him, and that there are not 5 hands in the pot like people claim. According to Wack, Blueface is signed to him and also managed by him in a structure where the artist actually receives his full advance up front, meaning if Blueface gets a large advance, he gets all of it directly, and nobody is taking a cut from that money. Wack explains that his management money does not kick in until later. After the album is done, the music is released, tours are set up, brand deals are secured, and other opportunities like boxing or appearances are created. And even then, management is capped at 20%, which he says is the legal maximum, so he argues that this is not double dipping.